Where the hell are the Republicans in the Senate? Do you know we control the Senate? Do you know we control the Senate Intelligence Committee? Our good friend Lindsey Graham, are you not chairman of the Senate Judiciary Committee? Then why the hell aren't you issuing subpoenas like Elijah Cummings? Why the hell aren't you issuing subpoenas like Jerry Nadler?
I want to tell you about Oop-Oop-a-Doo.
And all the rest of them. Why aren't you getting to the bottom of this? You have real, live corruption, obstruction, blackmail. That's with Ukraine. Wait till we get to China. $1.5 billion. I don't care what the media think. See that over my shoulder on freedom of the press? We know that they're incapable of covering this because of their ideology, but the truth shall set us free. I understand what the Democrats are doing in the House. I understand. They want to destroy the president. They're using their committees as opposition research. They're circling the wagons. They're trying to immunize Biden. What's going on in the Republican Senate? Subpoenas. Under oath testimony. Why don't you issue subpoenas for the Biden bank accounts like they do with Trump? Or call in his accountants like they do with Trump? Oh, Hunter Biden, we can't touch him. But Don Jr. and Eric and Jared Kushner and Ivanka, they're free game? Hell no. We should turn the script. And here's the difference. Biden is corrupt. Trump is not.
I watched him the other night. I haven't watched that show in a long time. I don't watch CNN because it's fake news. But I watched Rudy take apart Fredo. Fredo's performance was incompetent. Rudy took him apart.
Of course, that's Fredo Cuomo. We were talking off. What are we going to do without this president? He's not only really quite solid on so many things, he's not only shaking up these fools in Washington, D.C., he is hilarious. And that's why he's so damn effective. Hilarious. Can you imagine Jeb Bush there, or Kasich, or the disgusting Romney? No. Then there's Brian Stelter. Now, Brian Stelter, believe it or not, is not running for office as a Democratic candidate. Instead, he's one of them pretending to be a media reporter. A media reporter? That's kind of a weird thing. I'm reporting on myself. But anyway, listen to this idiot. Cut 11, go.
Some right-wing websites are already saying the whistleblower story is a bust.
Yes, Humpty Dumpty. Humpty Dumpty. This guy's no ratings whatsoever. No ratings whatsoever. And look, you can make fun of my voice, but his? I'm like, my voice is like Frank Sinatra compared to this guy. You know, some right-wing websites out there. Oh, yeah, they're all out there, the right-wing websites. And I'm an objective reporter over here. This is why you hate the media, because the media hate you. They think you're stupid and you're smart. And I would say to my friends at Fox, it's a very lucky thing that I'm affiliated with Fox, Mr. Producer. You understand my point? There's a few people over there that I would be eviscerating right now. But I'll keep my mouth shut. I got to play fair. Brian Stelter on CNN. Cut 11, go.
Some right-wing websites are already saying the whistleblower story is a bust.
No, but we're not just saying that the whistleblower story is a bust. He's not even a whistleblower, Brian. He didn't hear anything directly. He didn't see anything directly. There's nothing firsthand. So why did you say that? You're lying right out of the box. Go ahead.
But we still haven't seen the complaint yet. It's a little bit like William Barr coming out and spinning the Mueller report findings before any of us were allowed to read it.
But he was right about the Mueller report, and you've been wrong for years. You've been wrong for years. You're an unprofessional hack. May I say, William Barr is a professional prosecutor, professional lawyer, attorney general twice. What have you accomplished in your life? Nothing. Go ahead.
So in this poisoned information space, the press needs to provide...
Wait a minute. Poison information space? Go ahead.
Clear explanations of what is going on. This is a very complicated story.
No, it's not complicated in the least. Joe Biden and his family are corrupt. Joe Biden stepped in to protect his son. And Joe Biden stepped in to protect his own candidacy because he knew he would run. So he threatened the Ukrainian government. Either fire that prosecutor or I will withhold $1 billion in American aid. It's annoying. I can't keep doing this. And that's what he did. You know what we call that, where I come from in Philadelphia, Mr. Producer? Corruption. The Biden family is corrupt, and the Democrats know it. And Brian knows it, so they're doing everything they can to deflect and protect. They don't really want this guy to be the nominee, but they're afraid he might be. They know he walks into walls, but this is a problem. Go ahead.
But here's the big picture from the Washington Post's Dan Balls this morning. He wrote this in the
Dan who? Dan Balls? That's B-A-L-Z, I believe. Anyway, go ahead.
He wrote this on the front page of the Post. Based on what has so far been reported, the president asked, encouraged, or demanded that the leader of a foreign government undertake an investigation designed to produce info that could damage a potential 2020 campaign rival.
Now they're quoting each other. They don't have facts, but they're quoting each other. You know, as Dan Ball says at the Washington Post, I'm waiting for Dan Balls to quote Helter. Nobody quotes Helter Stelter. They laugh at him. They laugh at him. I laugh at him. Why do you think I play? And then there's Carl Bernstein, who obviously has angina or he's got acid reflux, but his food is reversing on him, I'm trying to say. You understand what I mean, Mr. Producer? I can't imagine sitting on the in the studio with this guy, not without a gas mask or something. He's like 412 pounds. He doesn't know how to blow his nose, wash his hair. Thinks he's a journalist. He said, and everything is Watergate. This is worse than Watergate. Worse than Watergate. I've never seen anything like it. Watergate. Nixon. It's like Nixon. Watergate Nixon. It's like Nixon. Hey, thanks for coming in, Carl. And then you got the Sacco and Vanzetti of media. You got Stelter and Bernstein on there. Cut 12, go.
Well, I think the first thing is to find out exactly what has happened here. And if the reporting of Shane Harris and Wall Street Journal is...
Stop. What is that in the background? It's from the feed. Is it his stomach? Can you take it from the top again, please? Go ahead.
Well, I think the first thing is to find out exactly what has happened here. And if the reporting of Shane Harris and Wall Street Journal
my Lord.
Is accurate, and it seems to be, it clearly moves toward a grievous abuse of power by
this grievous abuse of power. These Republicans are always in a grievous abuse of power. Nixon, Reagan, Bush, Trump. Go ahead.
I keep getting asked, are there echoes of Watergate in this?
Yes,
and
of course.
There are in the following ways.
Yes.
Watergate was very much an attempt by Richard Nixon to undermine the democratic electoral process of the United States.
Sounds like Obama.
Our very
Sounds
basis
like
of democracy.
Hillary Clinton. Go ahead.
Our very basis of democracy, the electoral system, by trying through political espionage and sabotage.
I see. And I'm sure Carl's been all over what the FBI did to candidate Trump. No, he hasn't, actually. This guy's a fraud. He's a blowhard. A bloated blowhard, may I say. This guy's one big fat carbon footprint. May I say that? May I say that? As you know, I'm chairman of Fatties United, or FU. And as far as I'm concerned, Carl's the perfect FU member. Go ahead.
To manipulate the opposition party into nominating, through political dirty tricks and misinformation, its weakest candidate, George McGovern, instead of its strongest candidate, who Nixon didn't want to run against, who was Senator Edmund Muskie.
Oh, I see. So these guys are so... May I say screwed up? Am I allowed to say that on the air? I think I am. So Nixon controlled who the Democrats nominated, you see. And Nixon stopped Muskie and got McGovern nominated. This guy's such a puke. It's not even funny. But that's why he's on CNN. CNN is the home to pukes. It really is. Go ahead.
Something of the same thing be happening here.
Did you hear the little Yiddish there, Mr. Happening there? I heard it. Either that, he's got a drumstick caught in his throat. Go ahead.
And his people have said they fear the most in terms of being an opponent has been the object of these perhaps dirty tricks.
What the hell is this clown rambling on about? You know why he does this show, Mr. Producer? Because he gets to sit in the green room beforehand. People need to know there's a green room. It's not really green. It's whatever it is. And typically they'll have like a plate of donuts or something to eat. I think this guy goes on CNN so he can get free donuts. Don't you, Mr. Producer? Sits in there with the donuts in his hand, shoveling in his mouth like a hamster. Hey, Carl, it's time to come on there. I'm reading a Boston Creek. Can't come on right now. No, come on. Come on, please come on. Otherwise, we got to bring Anna What's-Her-Face on, you know. The big mouth. We need you to come on. Okay, let me swallow this stuff. I think he comes there for the donuts. I really do. Why else would you go there? There's no other reason to be on CNN. CNN and MSNBC, that's where people with journalism degrees or former Democrats go to retire. Look at this guy, Wolf Blitzer. He's half retired already. He's half retired. I think, when they say, what is his show? I don't even know the name of his show. I don't even know how he stays on the air. Does anybody watch this guy? Wolf Blitzer? Does anybody know any story, real story, news story that Wolf Blitzer ever broke? Can't think of one. Nope, not one. Anything he's ever said that's made any sense? No, can't say I have. Anything profound? No. Can't say. At least with a guy like Brian Helter Stelter. He's a jackass, so you know he's a jackass. You know he's a jackass every day. Say, yeah, of course he said that statement. That must be Brian Stelter. A lying little... Anyway, that's Brian Stelter. Or Dummy Lemon. With some racist comment. Oh, yeah, that's Dummy Lemon. Or Chris Cuomo. Oh, Fredo. Sure, that's right. But Wolf Blitzer said, what did he say? Does he... I didn't know he was still with us, Wolf. I thought, sitting Shiva. I guess I'm a little early. All right, I'll be right back.